sinister invitation Ocean Grove, Australia was known for its calm beaches and serene atmosphere. But on the outskirts of town, a shadowy secret lurked. Bassett, a curious and adventurous teenager, found himself drawn to the mysterious carnival that had suddenly appeared one stormy night. Rain pounded against the windows as Bassett stared at the faded flyer he had found on his doorstep. The cryptic carnival, it read in eerie, swirling letters. Intrigued, Bassett's heart raced with anticipation. He had always been captivated by the unknown, and this carnival promised an experience like no other. His curiosity got the better of him as he ventured into the stormy night, following the address on the flyer. The wind howled, and tree branches clawed at his jacket, but Bassett pressed on, driven by an irresistible pull towards the enigmatic attraction. Chapter 2. The Twisted Jester's Game. As Bassett stepped through the worn entrance gate, the atmosphere changed instantly. The air crackled with electricity, and a sense of foreboding washed over him. The carnival was alive, pulsating with vibrant lights and eerie music. His eyes darted from one tent to another until they landed on a tent adorned with vibrant colors and a sign that read, "Enter if you dare, the Twisted Jester's Lair." Bassett's heart raced as he hesitantly stepped inside. The tent seemed larger on the inside, its walls adorned with mirrors that distorted his reflection. Suddenly, a high-pitched laughter filled the air, sending chills down Bassett's spine. Emerging from the shadows, a figure dressed as a jester appeared before him, grinning from ear to ear. "The Twisted Jester welcomes you, Bassett," the figure cackled, his voice echoing ominously. "Prepare yourself for a game of illusion and manipulation. Can you escape the labyrinth of your own mind?" Chapter 3. The Enchantress of Shadows. Shaken but determined to uncover the secrets of the cryptic carnival, Bassett ventured deeper. He stumbled upon a tent shrouded in darkness, the scent of roses and despair lingering in the air. The sign above the entrance read, "The Enchantress of Shadows, unleash your emotions." Cautiously, Bassett entered the tent, the darkness swallowing him whole. Illuminated by flickering candles, a woman with flowing ebony hair materialized before him. Her eyes gleamed with an otherworldly beauty, but there was a sadness hidden within. "The Enchantress of Shadows craves your emotions, Bassett," she whispered softly, her voice carrying a haunting melody. "Let me show you the depths of your own despair, the sorrow that lies within your soul." Chapter 4. Unlikely Alliances. As Bassett delved further into the cryptic carnival, he encountered fellow carnival goers, each with their own tales of horror and despair. Together, they formed an unlikely alliance, bound by their shared desire to escape the clutches of the Twisted Jester and the Enchantress of Shadows. Among his newfound friends were Lily, a brave and fearless girl haunted by her past, and Max, a quiet and mysterious boy with a tragic secret. Together they navigated the twisted mazes and perilous attractions, their trust and friendship growing stronger with each passing challenge. Chapter 5. The Toll of Loss. But the carnival demanded a heavy toll. In a heart-wrenching twist, Bassett witnessed the emotional death of one of their companions, their despair consumed by the Enchantress. As grief seeped into their hearts, Bassett and his friends vowed to avenge their fallen comrade and put an end to the madness that had gripped the cryptic carnival. Driven by determination and a newfound strength, Bassett prepared for the ultimate confrontation. He would face the Twisted Jester and the Enchantress of Shadows, tapping into his own hidden power and the bond of friendship that had carried them this far. Chapter 6. Breaking the Spell. In a climactic showdown, Bassett confronted the villains, his heart pounding with equal parts fear and determination. With Lily and Max by his side, he unleashed his inner strength, refusing to succumb to the darkness that had plagued the carnival. The twisted jester's illusions wavered, and the enchantress's powers weakened, as Bassett and his friends unraveled the chilling mysteries of the cryptic carnival. Together they shattered the spell that held the carnival captive, freeing not only themselves, but also the trapped souls within. Chapter 7: Escaping the Cryptic Carnival. As the carnival crumbled around them, Bassett and his friends raced against time to escape its clutches. They emerged from the decaying tents, gasping for breath as the stormy night. Chapter 8: The Sinister Timekeeper. Just as Bassett and his friends thought they had triumphed over the cryptic carnival, a chilling presence emerged from the shadows. A figure cloaked in darkness stepped forward, his eyes gleaming with an eerie blue light. He was the Sinister Timekeeper, a master of manipulation who could bend time to his will. Beside him stood a little female midget dressed in antiquated clothes, her hair tightly curled and a mischievous glint in her eyes. She was known as Lilith, the Timekeeper's loyal assistant, and her laughter sent shivers down anyone's spine. The sinister Timekeeper's voice resonated through the air, sending a cold shudder down Bassett's spine. You may have overcome the Jester and the Enchantress, but can you escape the grasp of time itself? Prepare for a twisted journey through the realms of past, present, and future. Chapter 9: Lily's Sacrifice. The memory of Lily's tragic demise weighed heavily on Bassett's heart as they faced this new threat. The group's grief for their fallen comrade only fueled their determination to stop the sinister Timekeeper and save the cryptic carnival from its malevolent grip. Bassett couldn't forget the haunting image of Lily, her face contorted in anguish as the Enchantress of Shadows drained her emotions. Each member of the group carried the burden of their guilt, blaming themselves for not being able to protect her. But in their darkest hour, they found solace in Lily's sacrifice. Her death had not been in vain, as it had ignited a fire within them to fight for justice and ensure that no more innocent lives would be lost to the horrors of the cryptic carnival. Chapter 10: Battling Time Itself. Bassett, Max, and their remaining friends braced themselves for the battle ahead. With each step they took, time seemed to warp and shift around them, making it difficult to distinguish between reality and illusion. The sinister Timekeeper unleashed his powers, manipulating time to disorient and weaken his adversaries. The group fought valiantly, their determination unwavering. Max, with his mysterious past, tapped into his hidden abilities, attempting to counteract the Timekeeper's control over time. Lilith, the Timekeeper's petite assistant, cackled with glee as she darted around the battlefield, taunting the group with her eerie laughter. Her presence only added to the chaos, each giggle sending waves of unease through Bassett and his friends. Chapter 11: Unleashing Inner Strength. In their darkest moment, Bassett remembered Lily's strength and the lessons she had taught them about resilience and courage. Drawing upon her memory, he found a newfound inner strength, urging his friends to do the same. Together, they pooled their courage and determination, creating a shield of unity that protected them from the sinister Timekeeper's manipulation. Bassett realized that time was not something to be controlled, but rather an ally to be understood and respected. With a burst of energy, Bassett and his friends fought back, countering the Timekeeper's powers with their own resilience and determination. They began to unravel the secrets of the cryptic carnival, exposing its dark underbelly and weakening the Timekeeper's hold. Chapter 12: The final confrontation. As the battle raged on, the cryptic carnival trembled under the weight of their struggle. The sinister timekeeper, realizing his defeat was imminent, resorted to desperate measures. He attempted to trap Bassett and his friends within an eternal time loop, forever imprisoned within the twisted realms of the carnival. But Bassett, fueled by his determination, refused to give in. He mustered every ounce of strength and cleverness, finding a way to disrupt the timekeeper's control. With a final act of defiance, Bassett shattered the time loop, freeing his friends and the trapped souls within the carnival. Chapter 13. A New Beginning. As the cryptic carnival crumbled around them, Bassett and his friends emerged, battered but victorious. The sinister timekeeper's powers had been vanquished, and the haunting presence of the carnival faded away into the night. With the carnival's demise, a sense of peace settled over Ocean Grove once more. Bassett and his friends carried the memories of their harrowing journey, forever changed by their encounter with darkness and the strength they discovered within themselves. Lily's sacrifice would never be forgotten, her spirit living on in their hearts as a reminder of the power of friendship and resilience. They vowed to honor her memory by embracing life's adventures with courage and curiosity, forever grateful for the lessons learned within the cryptic carnival. And so, as the sun rose on a new day, Bassett and his friends walked away from the remnants of the cryptic carnival, ready. Chapter 14. Unveiling Secrets. It had been a few weeks since the cryptic carnival's defeat, and Bassett and Max had become inseparable. They were hanging out together in Max's attic, a place filled with relics and forgotten treasures. But something seemed off about Max today. Bassett noticed that Max was unusually distant, lost in his own thoughts. His eyes held a haunted look, as if burdened by a heavy secret. Max's usually vibrant and energetic demeanor had been replaced by a somber and troubled air. As they sat together, Bassett finally mustered the courage to ask, "Max, you seem different lately. Is everything okay?" Max hesitated for a moment, his gaze fixed on the floor. Then, with a heavy sigh, he began to reveal a truth that would shake Bassett to his core. Chapter 15. Max's Dark Past. Max began to recount his past, the unseen struggles he had faced long before the cryptic carnival emerged. He revealed that the sinister timekeeper, the master of time manipulation, was none other than his own father. Max's father, driven by a thirst for power and control, had manipulated time to alter events, summoning the very evil that had plagued the cryptic carnival. He had devised a plan to send Max back in time, forcing him to become entangled in the web of darkness that had consumed the carnival. The truth hit Bassett like a tidal wave, the realization that Max had been unknowingly used as a pawn in his father's wicked game. As the shock settled, Bassett understood why Max had been acting strange. The weight of his father's actions and the guilt he carried had taken a toll on his spirit. Chapter 16. Spiraled Vortex. Max revealed that he possessed a unique power, an ability known as the Spiraled Vortex. This power allowed him to tap into the very fabric of time itself. Unbeknownst to him, his father had recognized Max's potential and sought to exploit it for his own nefarious purposes. The sinister timekeeper had manipulated Max's memories, erasing any trace of his true identity and his connection to the cryptic carnival. With each passing moment, Max's powers grew stronger, unknowingly drawing the remnants of the evil back into their world. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Bassett and Max knew they had to confront Max's father and put an end to his twisted plans once and for all. Chapter 17. The final battle. Bassett and Max embarked on a perilous journey to confront the sinister timekeeper. Armed with their newfound knowledge and the bond they had forged, they vowed to protect the innocent and rid the world of the evil that threatened to consume it. As they neared the cryptic Carnival's remains, the air grew heavy with anticipation. The sinister timekeeper, aware of their presence, awaited their arrival, his powers pulsing with malevolence. Bassett and Max braced themselves, ready to face the ultimate test of their courage and strength. With each step, Max tapped into his spiraled vortex, using his powers to weaken the timekeeper's control over time. Chapter 18: Redemption and Closure. In a climactic battle, Bassett and Max fought valiantly against the sinister timekeeper. Together, they summoned the remnants of the cryptic Carnival's darkness and channeled it into a vortex of pure light. The sinister timekeeper's grip on time began to crumble. As the vortex consumed him, he was forced to face the consequences of his actions, realizing the pain and suffering he had brought upon others. In his final moments, the sinister timekeeper reached out to Max, seeking redemption. Max, torn between anger and compassion, forgave his father, recognizing the twisted path he had been led down. With the sinister timekeeper's defeat, the cryptic Carnival's hold on the world was lifted once and for all. The souls trapped within the Carnival were finally set free, finding peace and closure. Chapter 19: Moving Forward. With the cryptic Carnival's remnants banished, Bassett and Max stood together, gazing at the now peaceful surroundings. The burden of their pasts had been lifted, and a newfound sense of hope filled their hearts. Bassett and Max vowed to use their experiences to make a positive impact, ensuring that the lessons learned from the cryptic Carnival's darkness would never be forgotten. They would protect others from falling prey to the lure of the sinister and continue to stand against any force that threatened their world. As they walked away from the remnants of the cryptic Carnival, Bassett and Max knew that their journey had come to an end, but they also realized that their bond, forged through adversity, would endure. Together, they would face whatever challenges lay ahead, armed with the strength and resilience they had discovered within themselves.